The Detroit Lions currently have the third highest cap space in the NFL, upwards of $40 million. And that came because of a situation. If you guys remember, back in March, we had former Detroit Lion Cam Sutton was accused of some gruesome things, went on the run, got a warrant, turned himself in. But before he turned himself in, the Detroit Lions did release him. Now, what was ironic about this situation is that just a few days prior, almost kind of like it was planned by Cam Sutton, he got a guarantee of $10.5 million. And it appears as though the Detroit Lions, just with some approval from the NFL, will get that guaranteed portion back, which will count for extra salary cap space for the Detroit Lions. This is coming from Side Lion Report. It says updated Lions 2024 cap space with Cam Sutton post June 1st release official. It says the Lions will retain $2.18 million in dead money for this year by releasing Sutton due to the signing bonus proration. They will carry another $6.54 million in dead money in 2025. So that is next season. But thanks to the void of that guaranteed salary, subject to official league approval, which should be a formality, the Lions will gain $10.5 million in new cap space. And that will make the Detroit Lions the third highest cap space in the National Football League. And what are they going to do? Could they do anything with that? But here is what over the cap Jason Fitzgerald had to say. Says, I put an asterisk on this one because I am not 100% certain of the outcome here. Sutton had a guarantee for 2024, which was likely voided when he had a warrant issue for his arrest. But these can sometimes be gray areas that wind up in some kind of grievance hearing. If no guarantee remains, then Sutton will count for $2.18 million on the cap this year, and the Lions will gain that $10.5 million. If the guarantee sticks, he will count for $12.68 million this year, and the Lions gain nothing. In both cases, he will count $6.54 in 2025. So it appears as though at the writing of this article that it wasn't officially that the NFL has approved this yet, but it's a formality at this point. So that takes the Detroit Lions from 28.5-ish to now 40, which they are third in the National Football League. Now, here's the thing. With $40 million in cap space, are there any other moves planned? I think that Terrion Arnold is still not signed. If I remember correctly, he's the only draft pick that is not signed currently, but that could have happened in the day or so since I read that. Everyone else, all the other draft picks are signed, but Terrion Arnold is not as far as I remember. But even so, we should still have quite a bit of cap space left. Do the Detroit Lions have any moves up their sleeve when it comes to that cap space? And I'm starting to wonder, is that what we're waiting on when it comes to making just one or two more moves before the season begins? There'll be some guys that are cut as the preseason rolls on. And of course, the season comes closer. Don't forget, there's only one cut now at the end of week 3 of the preseason. And that's when that pool of individuals will be available. But what about a guy like Quandre Diggs or Justin Simmons or even a Yannick Ngakoue, somebody that could help out the pass rush? There are still, this does open that if that 10.5 becomes available, that could be somebody's year salary. I think Marcus Davenport is making, what is he making? 6.5, I believe it is. I forgot how much of that is guaranteed, but that 10.5 could go a long way toward bringing 1 to 2 more people in here. Would the Detroit Lions decide on another receiver? I don't know, but it does create quite a bit of possibilities if that is going to be the case. I think the NFL is going to side with the Detroit Lions. I don't think they're going to, because if you look at it, first of all, this is all on Cam. This is not on the Detroit Lions. I can't remember if he was already on the run when it went into place, when the guarantee took place. I want to say it was just a few days before all of this stuff broke out. So I think the NFL, if they haven't decided already, is going to side with the Detroit Lions and allow that 10.5 to become available. But let me ask you this. What would you like the Detroit Lions to do with it? Would you like them to just sit on it, maybe wait closer to the season after training camp goes past, the preseason goes past, somebody gets cut and we snatch them up, because that is bound to happen? Or is it somebody in free agency in any position that you guys wouldn't mind if the Detroit Lions bring in on a flyer? I'd tell you what, it's some guys from the UFL that will become available in about 2 weeks, and the Detroit Lions would spend nothing on any one of those guys. So I don't know, but we will soon see. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This channel is brought to you by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.